Yeah, Leo, first of all, you might just update us on how Ryan Baird is doing. There was a pretty nasty fall he took in that second half.
Yeah, he's okay, but yeah, it was a nasty enough fall. Yeah, anyways, I was chatting him down to the restroom. He's okay, but yeah, we'll just make sure he goes through gradually return to play now.
It's a pretty scary thing when that happens. Even like just the mood around the ground. I think straight away everyone knew it was a pretty serious fall he had taken.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a game that sort of had a bit of everything in it. So we lost a couple of 3 players for HIAs. So, but yeah, the medics are taking good care of them there.
Just on the game itself, then it was one you really had to slog out for a good while. Like it was 4 hands going back and forth across the tennis court. To use that analogy, and in the end, you outlasted the Sharks. You must be pretty pleased with the way that happened.
Yeah, like I thought we started with good intent. I thought the guys did a decent week's work. We prepared well for this game. We knew it was going to be a good challenge. Sharks sort of on the road, so they have that bit of cohesion, togetherness, particularly off the back of 2 wins. And with Noel coming back here, there's lots of factors that we were concerned about. So, and they're big physical men, like you see them, the size wise, and that's the challenge, isn't it? Like it's just totally different ball game that we're up against now in this competition, URC. So, sorry, obviously the South African teams have picked up wins. Even the Lions, who would have been lost a lot of players to the likes of the Sharks during the course of the summer. Lions picked up they've picked up their few wins on the road as well. So yes, they're circling, and it's just created a totally different dynamic to the competition. So we're missing a few players at the moment, so we're a bit tighter on resources, but it's just a good challenge, isn't it? Really good challenge for us. So for us this week now, it's just kind of learn from some of the bits where Sharks went after us defensively. We probably get a little bit tight a few times where we get done on the edge, or we're over chasing and get done back on the inside. So, but yeah, no, they tested us out. But I thought the way we responded, scored some great tries. So there's lots of really positive things in the game.
Just going back to the Ryan Baird incident, were you surprised not to see a card? We spent a lot of time talking about player safety, and a lot of people seem to be frustrated with the decision.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the comms on it yet, so anyway, I'll go through the usual process with the officials. So, the Sharks, as I said, it was a sort of nothing to lose game for them, and you could see the way they played. They just flew into everything. So, but I'll have a look at that incident again a bit closer. So there was plenty going on apart from that as well. So we're trying to figure out the reshuffle of who's going where. So we finished with 2 hookers there at the end. Lukey going off at half time again. I need to look at that incident again as well. So there's lots of things in the game. So anyway, we'll have a look back.
And just a word on Gary Ringrose, had to come in early, and obviously had a lot of really good moments in the game.
Yeah, well, I think when you're coming on after 20 minutes and you're getting man of the match, so you're clearly doing something very, very good. But some of the I think some of the scanning in terms of where the space is, we know their wingers will play pretty high. Couple of lovely kicks from crossfield kicks from Johnny into Gary's hands. Obviously, Robbie's kick into Gary's hands for a try. Charlie's kick into Robbie's hands for a try, even Cormac's pass over the top for Rob Russell's try. So identifying spaces was good, I think, across the board.
Good that the newer guys, you mentioned there, Rob Russell and the newer guys, with John McKee coming on as well, chipping in with tries, so obviously a huge confidence booster for them. Yeah, it's unbelievable experience for some of the players that we have. Rob Russell, academy player on the wing, up against Werner Koch there. It's proper test, an unbelievably experienced player. John McKee, again, academy player, played this game last year when we were down in Durban against the Sharks, but again off the bench today, coming scoring a try off the back of that maul. So good experience for young guys again. So it's good, positive. But to go 54 points on a team like the Sharks, obviously there was tighter games early gone, particularly the game against Ulster, the game against Zebre as well. They were all tight games. Down at the business end of the next, April, May, it could be crucial, those points. To get a bonus point win against one of the South African teams here is great. I thought the crowd was immense as well, so it makes such a difference, doesn't it? That atmosphere, real cauldron type of atmosphere, and we want to try and build on that. So next game is in the Aviva, so hopefully get a big crowd for that.
So yeah, like it's, you know, 2 derby games that we're looking at now. So away in Connacht on Friday, which is always a very, very tough place to go. You know, we played them a couple of times down in Galway last year with the European game as well. And the European game in particular, if you remember that game, like it's, again, you know, 2 sets of players like that, you know, everything's on the line. So, you know, they had a good win last night and they'll have a lot of confidence from that, and making sure that now we put in a decent week's prep off the back of, which is a pretty short week. So anyway, we'll go down with a plan and see how everyone is after they get assessed now over obviously today and tomorrow.